Number 20, Kyla Evans. Number 21, Sarah Howard. Number 22, Brenna Copeland. And number 23, Sam Small. Now for your starters. Number 2, Natalie Winnick.
It's actually for me to play. It's too much per minute.
Number 3, Ainsley Clark. Number 4, Taylor Kramer.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this.
Number 5, Brittany McIntosh. Number 8, Corinne Decker. Number 9, Jessica Killey. Number 12, Jenna Jarvis. Number 14, Amanda Bowling. Number 18, Kyra Koontz. Number 19, Sophie Coable. And in goal, number 111, Susie Dennison. At this time, we ask that you stand to honor America and remove your hats and face the north into the stadium for the playing of our national anthem.
We welcome you into Talawanda High School here for this girls soccer matchup. I'm Luke Westpoli alongside Grady Holmes, and we got a good one for you tonight. It's the Talawanda Braves and the Harrison Wildcats. And Grady, we got a great game here for you today. And we've got a lot of leaders that have emerged on these teams that have really pushed them to get where they are right now.
Yeah, we got a lot of impact players. First for the Wildcats, we got sisters, Maddie and Ella Pittman. Maddie has led the SWACs in points for the last 2 years and placed third her sophomore year, which is very impressive, especially for the sophomore year, third place. She's already racked up 9 goals in the first 4 games this year, and her sister Ella has racked up 3 goals and 1 assist this year. Also very staggering. For the Braves, we have the attack duo of Kyra Koontz and Ainsley Clark. Kyra got 7th in points last year in the SWAC, and 5 assists. Clark with 18 goals and 5 assists, placed 4th in the SWAC, which was very impressive. Definitely a leader on the Braves. Let's see what they can do on the offense this game as we go down to kickoff.
All right, we're underway here. Benison getting the nod for Talawanda and Doyle getting the nod for Harrison here as the ball will go out. It'll be a Harrison throw. It'll be Borcher taking the throw here. Throws it in. The ball's advanced now. Ball goes out. It's going to be, looks like a Braves throw here. Short throw. Near the sideline here. Cleared back to the center, and the ball's advanced now. Coons going after it.
She's got speed.
Coons with a shot, and the save made by Hope Doyle.
The experience from the goalie and Doyle will be a very big factor in the success of the Wildcats tonight.
Absolutely. So now we have Tom Briggle advancing the ball. Looks like Hitman had control of that. It went out, and it'll be a Harrison throw here. Tom Briggle taking the throw. Nice steal there. Moving towards the back line, it's going to go out, and I believe it'll be a goal kick here.
Nice play by senior Taylor Kramer, a very experienced defender, should be a factor for the Braves.
Absolutely so. Awaiting the goal kick here. Susie Benison kicks it ahead.
Now Pull Abel with the ball. She's dangerous.
Now here she goes up the field. Down the side to Coons. Coons chasing after it, trying to keep it in, and she cannot. So it will be a goal kick for Harrison here. .34 to go in these 40-minute halves, the first of which going on right now. Cleared ahead here. Battling for it. Harrison wins it. It's going to be Holland carrying it up. Tried to go between the legs and couldn't do it. Now it's taken back away by Harrison, and we'll see some nice moves here as it's given to Hatfield in the middle of the field. And she's knocked over by Kyra Kuntz, and that's going to be a foul.
Kuntz, a very aggressive in her nature of play. Tries to make that play to take the ball away, but will commit a foul. Now Harrison, free kick here.
Kicked ahead now. And it's cleared back out by Talawanda. Kirkland is going to go after it. Trying to control here. Clears it ahead. But now it's taken back away by the Braves. Advancing is Corin Decker. Decker down the sideline. Looking for a cross here.
Guarded heavily by Kirkland here.
Now in front, and it's going to be cleared away by Harrison. Going after it is Emily Wiesling. She clears it ahead for Pittman now. She's very dangerous now as you see her advance past one.
This is the skill we're talking about with this skilled player here.
Some nice moves there, but it was taken away nicely.
Once again, senior leadership pulling through for the Braves with Jenna Jarvis along with Taylor Kramer.
It's going to be a race to the side here. Can they get it? Talawanda can, but they turn it over to Harrison here. It's going to go back over to where it was. There's going to be a battle for it, and Harrison's going to come out with the ball. No, it looks like Talawanda comes out with the ball. Here comes, I believe that was Polabel. Back now for Brittany McIntosh. Battle on the sideline here. Here comes Maddie Pittman again near the corner. Cross in front. Defended nicely. And the ball's going to go out the side. I believe it was Jessica Killey looking for the advance there. And here she has the ball now. Braves trying to get it upfield, and a nice move there. Now it's cleared ahead. Chasing after it will be Peyton Kirkland as the ball rolls toward the sideline, and she will let that one go. It'll be a Harrison throw. Long throw now. It's turned over, and here comes Talawanda. Brenna Coblin. Or sorry,
Clark
Ainsley
with
Clark
speed.
now as she fires, and a save is made by Hope Doyle.
Once again, we're seeing senior leadership pulling through for both teams on the defensive end.
So now the ball's cleared to midfield. Now up the sideline. It was taken away from Tom Bregel.
2 nice plays there by junior Natalie Winnick.
So Tom Bregel's going to take the throw now for Harrison. She was attempting to get it to Ella Pittman. And I believe this is going to be a corner kick here. She tried to get it to Pittman, but it was defended nicely by Natalie Winnick. She just went too far down the sideline, and it'll be a Harrison corner kick here.
This will be one of the Wildcats' first opportunities for a goal here in this game.
Wildcats a very offensive-based team. And now it's in front, and it goes in. So the Wildcats score their first goal. It was number 19, Emily Westling.
Wildcat goal scored by number 19, Emily Wessing.
Off of a set piece here, and as I mentioned earlier, Harrison, a very offensive team, coming off a 9-3 offensive explosion against Edgewood. Maddie Pittman had 5 goals in that game.
The Wildcats really used that corner to their advantage. We'll see later in this game if they can capitalize on more of those opportunities.
Absolutely. Now, Talawanda looking for an answer. It's Corin Decker working here.
Taken away by Hatfield.
Now it comes back to Decker after a nice defensive play.
Another nice takeaway by senior Taylor Kramer. Once again, senior leadership coming through for the Braves.
The ball's going to be advanced here by Harrison, but Talawanda's defensive line is going to take care of that one as it's cleared away, and this will go out for a Harrison throw.
Borcher will make this throw in here on the far side.
Orchard, the junior midfielder, comes back to her. She kicks it ahead. Chasing after it now. It comes back to Borcher. She goes towards the middle of the field to Hatfield, and it was taken away by the Braves there. And now moving up with a little bit of speed here. Going down the side. Killy chasing after it, trying to get the sideline before the ball does, and she can. Now looking for a cross in front. Kuntz is there. Now a shot there.
That one went off the field goal post, just a little high from Decker.
It's going to be a goal kick here. Nice opportunity there for the Braves. So Hope Doyle is going to kick it ahead now to about the 40-yard line.
Headed ahead by Hatfield.
Here's Killy. She's been all over the field so far, playing both sides. It's advanced here, and it's taken away by Harrison. They're going to go up the field now. Try to play the long ball there, but there wasn't enough speed from Westling. Just kicked away. Harrison advancing the ball, chasing after it. Now here's Courtney Hatfield. Tried to go through in a tight spot there, and it was closed off by the Braves.
Let's
Now
see if
here
Kuntz
comes
can
Kyra
use her
Kuntz,
speed here.
attempting to use her speed to get past Angela Borcher. she gets a quick shot off, and a save is made by Hope Doyle. So Doyle clears that out of the problem area. Harrison with a quick steal here. Now it comes back to midfield. Courtney Hatfield chasing after it, couldn't get to it. It's going to come up for now for Corin Decker. Decker is being heavily chased by Tom Briggle. So now Ainsley Clark back out to Corin Decker. Decker tried to go to the middle. She couldn't do that, so now the ball is going to go back down the sideline, and it's cleared away by Harrison battling for it here. And Harrison's going to move the ball back and quickly forward now. Try and get some tackles on the Braves' defense here. It's going to be Ava Tombragel taking the throw. Nice defense there by Taylor Kramer, and some nice moves to get past the tackling of Tombragel.
Once again, senior leadership coming in for the Braves.
Ball will go out. It's going to be a Harrison throw. Seen a lot of those lately. Braves have not managed the ball too well on their side so far.
As we said before, the Braves will look to make a very defensive game here out of the Wildcats. We'll see a lot of those throw-ins from the Wildcats, and the Braves will try to just keep the ball out of the middle, out of scoring territory for the Wildcats.
So Abigail Fessel, the freshman, is going to come in here. She's replacing Taylor Kramer. We don't see a lot of freshmen playing on high school varsity sports teams. However, Fessel is very experienced in other levels of play.
Yeah, when you see something like that, you normally expect a very skilled player coming out of that if they're able to make it up to the varsity level as a freshman.
Attempted to play the long ball there, and it was shut down by the defense. Now Harrison trying to get a quick advance and a nice play by Abigail Fessel.
Fessel just couldn't keep it in on that one. Now it'll be Wildcats throwing.
It'll be Tom Bragel again taking the throw. So Tom Bragel looked to make a throw back, decided against it. Now the ball's going to come up, and now Kyra Coons has it. She attempted to get it to Ainsley Clark and couldn't get there. Now Killy, her pass is blocked away. Now it comes up on the side. Corin Decker was looking to run up with that one there. The ball's going to go out again here, and it's going to be a Braves throw this time, Fessel taking it. Up the field now. It's turned over by the Braves. Coming up now is Courtney Hatfield. Now Tom Bragel with a cross. And that one is touched out of the problem area by Jenna Jarvis, the senior. Tom Bragel will take the throw, tries to throw it in the middle here. And it was nicely defended by the Braves. That was our first scoring opportunity we see from Maddie Pittman, as the ball looked like it went out, and it did. Coons just couldn't keep that one in. Quick throw here by Harrison. And now here's Maddie Pittman.
Pittman dangerous from the corner there.
She's going to advance past one. Pittman going towards the middle. She fires, and it's going to go wide left of the net. It's going to be a Talawanda goal kick here. You can hear the band practice behind us here in the practice field.
Some may find it annoying. I actually find it kind of soothing or kind of fun background music to the game, almost feeling like a Friday night football game.
Absolutely. So we're going to see a Harrison throw here, and the ball's turned over now. A little bit of juggling there.
Fancy
from
footwork
Sophie
from
Pull
Full
Label.
Label.
But now it comes to Maddie Pittman. She tries to get the ball in to Ella Pittman, but she couldn't do it. Attempted to make a long shot there, and it was blocked away by Sophie Polabel. Now the ball's going to come ahead, and it's a race, and Kyra Kuntz has great speed, and she shows it here. So she's going to take the ball on the outside of the box. A center here for Clark. She tried to slip it back through, and it's cleared away by the Wildcats. Nice tackle there. It's going to come up to Ella Pittman. And now it comes back to the middle of the field where the Braves take it away. Advancing the ball now. It's Polabel again. She moves it up for Clark. Clark tried to get it past. And now she looks like she has a scoring opportunity. She fires. Oh, and a wonderful save there by Hope Doyle.
This will result in a Braves corner for one of their first major scoring opportunities this evening. While that shot might have been very impressive, this will be a great opportunity for the Braves to get on the board here.
Absolutely. Hope Doyle, the senior, stepping up there and keeping the Braves off the board. So a corner here. Looks like the Braves lining up in front of the net. It's just going to be a hard cross. Little too far out there for any of the Braves to immediately grab. But the ball's going to come back in. Nice moves there by Killy, but it's taken away now. Killy working on. It's moved ahead now. I believe that is Holland on the sideline. It's advanced in front to Maddie Pittman, and a nice defensive play there. It's kicked ahead to an empty area. And now it's taken away by Ainsley Clark, but she just couldn't handle that one, and it's going to careen outside. And this is going to be a Harrison throw. Long throw here. Attempted to get it to Maddie Pittman, but a nice play there by Abigail Fessel. Pittman eventually does get it ahead. Nice work on the back line there.
Now another corner for the Wildcats. They scored on their last opportunity here. Let's see if they can capitalize again on this corner.
Key for the Braves, not letting a really offensive team like Harrison get into these scoring opportunities. Cross here in front of the net, and it is headed right into the breadbasket of Susie Bennison. Cleared ahead now. Losing it there was Shelby Turner. She gives it back to the keeper. Now it's up to Peyton Kirkland. She advances the ball now for Courtney Hatfield. Hatfield back to Kirkland. Ahead now to Maddie Pittman. Stolen away by the Braves. And now taken back away by the Wildcats. Moving into the middle of the field here. 21:39 remaining in the first half. As we'll see what happens here, as it was kept inside by Harrison and then deflected off of Talawanda, so it will be a Harrison throw. Moving into the middle of the field here. Across, now it's given back the other way. You see a lot of ball movement from Harrison. Tried to make a cross, it was blocked away. Then another crossing attempt, and it was headed away. Braves really need a clear here. And they will get a half clear in. And now it's cleared through the back of the field. This will be a goal kick
Number 7
for the Talawanda Braves.
Number 1, Desiree Hunsberry.
Cora Freedy and Desiree Hunsberry coming in. Juniors and seniors, respectively.
Although this Brave squad is filled with leadership from seniors. They are made up mostly of juniors. This junior class was playing together all their life on a Rockets select team. They have great chemistry with each other and should be a great class as a seniors next year.
Here comes Fessel now into the middle of the field. Nice work there by Pole, able to get it over to Ainsley Clark. She's going to try and clear it ahead, and it's given right back to her. So it's going to come up to Kyra Kuntz now. Kuntz tried to go down the sideline, and she couldn't. It was blocked away by Harrison, and they're going to move the ball up now. This is Courtney Hatfield. On the side now, Ava Tombragel. She couldn't keep that one in, and it's going to be a Talawanda throw. We have a stoppage of play here, and it's going to be a Harrison substitution, as well as a Talawanda substitution. Both teams subbing in one player each.
Clark will come out for the Braves. They might lose a little offensive flexibility with her out of the field.
That's the fourth substitution we've seen for the Braves in this first half. 19:07 to go. Cleared ahead now. It's going to careen off of a Harrison player. And so Desiree Hunsberry, who is just subbed in, will take the throw. And a nice play there by Ava Tombragel to keep that ball in. Moving up the field now is Emily Wessling. Couldn't get it past the defensive line of Talawanda. It's cleared ahead. Kyra Kuntz now working on it. Tombragel couldn't keep that ball in. Worked on by Abigail Fessel, and she's going to take the throw. It's ahead to Desiree Hunsberry. Trying to get past her was Kyra Kuntz, and now it's going to be a race to the ball here. A little bit of contact there in a battle. Moving up the field now, it's Corin Decker. Decker tried to clear it ahead for Kuntz, and it was headed away. Now the player's battling for it, and Harrison is going to win that one. It's going to come back to Keegan Dennis. Battle for it here. Harrison's going to win the race to the loose ball, but Corin Decker comes across and takes it. She's going to clear it ahead, hoping for Kuntz, but it was a little bit too hard. This one's going to roll outside, and it's going to be a Harrison goal kick. 17:29 remaining in the first half. The Wildcats up 1-0 off of an early corner kick goal we saw. It was Emily Wessling with the goal. Nice play there by Corin Decker. Stolen away by the defense of Harrison. Nice give and go there. Now coming up the field, it's Alyssa Ross. Not in the starting lineup, was subbed in for Harrison. Some contact and a player falls over. And now moving quickly up the field is number 12, Jenna Jarvis. She gives it up to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to have a race to the ball, and she can't quite get there. Doyle is going to dive on it first. And now Harrison may have some numbers going the other way. Taken away here by Talawanda, hoping to buy some time and get some players back. It's going to come back to the defensive line of Harrison. Cleared back ahead by Talawanda. Hope Doyle going to get that one there. She punts it away to midfield now. It's going to come out. Fessel couldn't quite handle that one, and it's going to be kicked ahead by Harrison. Two Talawanda players surrounding it. It's going to go outside, and Fessel's going to take the throw. It's cleared back, and it was just cleared outside by Natalie Wennick. It was Ella Pittman working on her. So now Ava Tombrigel is going to take the throw here. Looks like it may be a long one. Comes back to Tombrigel on the side here. She gives it up to Maddie Pittman, who's been quiet this far. It's going to come back here for the Braves. Sophie Polabel tried to get it up ahead to Kuntz. And now it's going to bounce off a few and come ahead now. It's a race to the ball. Ainsley Clark is going to win that one as she protects here. Gives it into the middle of the field for Decker, who fires. And Hope Doyle is right there to make the save. We've seen the Braves play a lot of long ball, trying to use the speed of Kyra Kuntz here. It's cleared ahead by Harrison now, trying to get past the defensive line of Talawanda. Bounced off of Maddie Pittman there, and it'll be a Braves throw. So it comes in now, and a turnover in the Braves' defensive third, and a nice play there by Keegan Dennis, who is working on Kyra Kuntz. So the ball's going to come across now. It's Peyton Kirkland, solid defensive player for the Wildcats. And a nice fake there by Ella Pittman. But the Braves are going to advance the ball here. Shelby Turner going after it. She gives it back to Hope Doyle. Hope Doyle with a turnover here. But the Braves cannot capitalize in their attacking third. They take it back now, however. Kuntz firing, and it went off the fingertips of Hope Doyle, which was just enough for the ball to trickle wide of the net.
Now another Braves corner. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one like the Wildcats did before.
So it'll be a cross in here like we saw in the last one, and it's going to go in.
What a shot.
Who that went off of.
That was a straight shot by Decker off the corner. What a curved shot right into the net, right over the hands of Hope Doyle.
Very nice play there.
That's the stuff you see on highlight reels. Not many players can put that spin on the ball to be able to get that into the goal from the corner at the same horizontal point as the goal.
So the Wildcats in a little bit of uncharted territory here. Kyra Kuntz is going to come out of the game. Wildcats used to being in high-scoring games, this not being one of them.
Like we said, Coleraine was able to hold them to low-scoring games, and that's how they came out with the victory against the Wildcats. If the Braves can continue to do this, they could pull out the victory in this game.
It's going to come to the middle of the field now. Going down the sideline, Corin Decker couldn't quite reach that one. Peyton Kirkland going to take the throw here for Harrison. Looking upfield. She's going to give it across to Keegan Dennis, who's going to try and give it right back to her.
Now the Braves could push transition here with a throw-in on their offensive end.
A little bit of a miscommunication there from Dennis and Kirkland. Dennis tried to give it back, and Kirkland wasn't ready for the pass. Now to be a Braves throw here. Trying to advance up the field was Polabel. She couldn't do that. She was tackled there by Keegan Dennis. Moving back now. Cleared away. We see a lot of contact there.
And this will result in the Braves free kick.
So the Braves with a chance to move things upfield here, but with Kyra Kuntz out, one of their bigger offensive forces, we'll see what their strategy is off of this free kick. With Kuntz, we'd see a long ball here and try and win the race to the back line, but I don't think we're going to see that here, and we won't.
One unsung hero in the Braves offense is Ainsley Clark. She may not have the speed of Kuntz, but she definitely outplays her in her footwork. She's an experienced soccer player and should be a factor for the Braves with Kuntz out.
Kuntz was subbed out after the play that was the Braves' goal. 10:13 remaining in the first half. So Harrison's going to advance now. A kick that deflects off a few, and it's going to go over the head of Benison. And Harrison is going to retake the lead here with 10:01 remaining in the first half.
That goal scored by number 12, Morgan Holland, a midfielder for the Wildcats. Not a known goal scorer, but can put the ball in the net.
Absolutely. We've seen with all the offense that Harrison has had, they like to use all their players in terms of scoring. So the Braves going to try and tie this game back up again after going down a goal early and now going down a goal once again. But now the ball's going to come out after a miscommunication, and Kirkland is going to throw it in for the Wildcats. Now moving ahead, it's going to come up to Maddie Pittman. Pittman attempting to get past one, and she does. But a nice play there to clear it away by Natalie Winnick.
Winnick, a very experienced defender, part of the core of that select Rockets team of this junior class.
A little bit of a delay here to get a new ball. And it will be Ella Pittman taking the kick here.
We'll see if we might see a sister-to-sister connection, Pittman to Pittman, on this corner.
All the Wildcats lined up in front of the net. It's going to go up in the air in a scramble now. The ball's going to come out for Harrison. Trying to move it ahead was Ava Tombragel, and she kicked it just wide. And one player that we haven't seen as much of in this game is Maddie Pittman in terms of offense. She's made some nice setup plays, but we've been expecting for her to be the center of attention here.
Yes, Pittman's really been silenced by the Braves. They've really surrounded her, made sure she's a target of their defense, make sure she doesn't get the ball as much as she'd like.
Now it's going to come ahead here, a good scoring chance, and she's going to be taken down, and it's going to be a penalty here.
As I say that, Pittman will take the ball up the field, get a penalty drawn. We'll see what the call is here.
Jenna Jarvis, she got burned on a nice move there. The ball just went around her. And Maddie Pittman went around her too. And after she got behind, just kind of tripped her up. And that is a penalty.
Now we'll see a penalty kick for the Wildcats, maybe. This will be a big opportunity for the Wildcats to capitalize and maybe go up another goal.
So Maddie Pittman, we just talked about her being quiet. Maybe a little bit of an announcer jinx here as she's going to get a penalty kick here. She gets the signal. She's going to take the kick, and she scores.
Scoring opportunity for Pittman, and she will capitalize as she has all season. She'll get the first of the night for herself and put the Wildcats up 2 in a 3-1 matchup with the Braves.
Susie Benison jumped the right way. However, she was just a little bit late reading where that ball was going to go. The Harrison Wildcats are now up 2, and Maddie Pittman is on the board. He was definitely a target for the Braves defense of someone they did not want scoring and getting scoring opportunities in this game.
That could be a door opener for Pittman. She might get a couple more throughout this game. We'll see as the game goes on.
8:08 remaining here in the first half. We get the signal, and there's another kickoff. Coming up now, going down the sideline, that's Corin Decker. Decker down to Ainsley Clark. We're going to get a stoppage here. And I believe it'll be an offsides. So Hope Doyle will kick it away here for the Wildcats. Killing some time here. Harrison players spread out all over the field. It's kicked ahead to the center, and two Braves immediately pounce on that. It's going to be Pole Label moving ahead. Kicked it a little too hard. It's going to go out, and it's going to be a Harrison goal kick here. And Kuntz is going to come back into the game.
This could be an offensive game changer for the Braves. We'll see if they'll try to use Kuntz's speed again.
She will be coming in for Jessica Killey. It's moved ahead now. Juggling with it there was Ella Pittman. And now it's going to come up to Morgan Holland. The ball's going to go up in the air here. And Harrison is going to get to it. But now it's cleared away by Talawanda to midfield. Trying to use some moves here. It comes back to Peyton Kirkland. Now a nice header to move it ahead here.
Taken away by Pole Babel on the near side.
It's going to come back to Pole Label after she was fed from Corin Decker. And now Decker's going to have it here on the sideline. Possibly a scoring opportunity for the Braves. We'll see Kuntz moving into the middle. Decker with a couple moves. She fires. And Hope Doyle is there once again. She's been a really big presence in the net for the Harrison Wildcats.
Decker got the best of Doyle on that corner earlier, but could not get it past Doyle on that shot from just outside the box.
So now there's going to be a battle along the side here. And now it's going to be advanced ahead by Maddie Pittman. She had that penalty goal earlier.
And a
And
nice
play
save
there by Susie Bennison to get there before Pittman could chip it over top and create a scoring opportunity for herself. So now here comes Corin Decker. She advances the ball for Ainsley Clark. Clark attacked there by Peyton Kirkland. And the ball's going to go out off of her. And we're going to see another Braves corner here. They've had 3 of these in the game. Corin Decker is going to take it. And on the last one, she converted.
Yeah, she snuck that one in behind Doyle in the last one. They'll make sure to cover that on this corner here.
Crosses it. It's going to come out, and the Wildcats are going to get it here. It's going to be a race, and the Wildcats come out on top. But refusing to give up was Corin Decker, and nice work there to get the ball. It was chipped ahead by Pole Label and scooped up by Hope Doyle. Nice move there, advancing past, and the ball's going to go out. That was Ava Tombragel. On the opposite side that we've seen from her during the course of this first half, 3:52 remaining in half number 1. Harrison making some subs here.
Allison Rolfs in for the Wildcats, along with, I don't think we caught that second sub, but the Wildcats did put in another sub.
It was kicked away from Pittman, so it's going to be a Wildcats throw. Ella Pittman, and I believe that went off her out, so it'll be a Braves throw here.
Bowling throwing it in here. She's another core defender of that select Rockets team along with Winnick. Great junior defense core throughout this Braves team.
Sophie Polabel with some nice work there as she's going to advance the ball up ahead. Chipped up, and now Ainsley Clark is going to go after it. Shelby Turner is there for the Harrison defense, and it's cleared ahead by the goalkeeper, Hope Doyle. Harrison looking to get some more offense here, and a really nice move there to advance past a defender. Corin Decker fell over there. Peyton Kirkland tried to get it up ahead, and it was stolen away by the Braves. And now it's another battle for it. It comes up to Corin Decker. She's got some space. She's going to move it ahead to Ainsley Clark now. She's got Kirkland on her. Making a few moves here. Moves it into the middle for Kuntz. Tried to get it down. There were two Braves players there, one of which was Polabel, who was nearest to the ball, but they couldn't get there, and it's cleared away by Harrison. Looking to advance the ball now. It comes up to Maddie Pittman. She clears it into a wide open space there. Ball gets away, and it's cleared away by the Braves. We're seeing some of the forwards kind of float up towards midfield, and some of the defensive players and midfielders kind of collapse down more towards the net for Talawanda, leaving the places around the very end of the attacking third for Harrison very wide open. We've seen them try and get it there a couple times. Nice work there by Ainsley Clark. Sophie Polabel with a nice move there, keeps it in, but in doing so turns the ball over, and it's going to be cleared ahead by Harrison. But the Braves take it back here. Going off the near face area of Allison Rolfus there. Little bit of ball movement at midfield here. Ella Pittman crossing it into the middle here. It goes back to Pittman and tried to advance it back in a miscommunication, but it was given right back to her. Mental mistake there by the Braves. Maddie Pittman going after it now, and it was again taken by Susie Bennison.
Another nice stop on a breakaway for Pittman. Bennison coming out of her crease to get to the ball there.
So Kyra Kuntz now, she's got some speed. We've seen that a few times in this game. She was subbed out after the Braves' only goal. The Braves are going to have to hurry here with only 20 seconds left. Kuntz now moving into a scoring area in front for Clark. Clark couldn't quite get to it with a slide. Both teams wanting some calls here from the referees. None made as the contact was mutual. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. And the first half will come to a close here from Talawanda High School. The Wildcats score 3 goals compared to the Braves 1. We'll be back here at Talawanda High School after halftime. Test, test.
Take old biddies.
Welcome back to Talawanda High School with this high school girls soccer match between the Harrison Wildcats and the Talawanda Braves. The Wildcats jumped out to a 3-1 lead in the first half. We'll see if they can maintain that through the second half. The Braves scored their one goal on a corner kick by Corin Decker that snuck through Wildcat goalkeeper Hope Doyle. The Wildcats scored 2 goals on corners and 1 on a penalty kick. We'll now go down to kickoff. This will be attacker star Maddie Pittman taking the kickoff, moving it back to number 13, Keegan Dennis. She'll move it ahead, taken away by number 9, Jessica Killey. She'll be guarded by number 3, Ava Tombrangle. Number 12, Morgan Holland will move it ahead for the Wildcats on the far side. Move back to defender Peyton Kirkland. She'll boot it ahead to the Braves 20, guarded by Jenna Jarvis. That'll be moved to the far side in the corner. Kicked away by number 4, Taylor Kramer for the Braves. That'll be headed around and then taken away by Braves number 19, Sophie Polable. Moved ahead by Kyra Coons, taken away now by number 7, Courtney Hatfield. Moved ahead for the Braves, but taken away by number 12, Morgan Holland. Now moved ahead for the Wildcats, but picked off by Taylor Kramer. That ball is close to going out, but will be saved for the Wildcats. Now Hatfield moving it up the far side. Now over the middle for the Wildcats, a shot taken by number 5, number 5, Maddie Pittman. That ball will go wide and be resulting in a Braves goal kick by goaltender Susie Bennison. Bennison will now boot it downfield, trying to hit a Braves attacker. Polable just missed that pass, taken away by Courtney Hatfield of the Wildcats. Moved back to Kirkland. She'll move it ahead to the far sideline. That'll go out and result by a throw-in by number 8 for the Braves, Corin Decker. She'll move it ahead to numbers 18, Kyra Kuntz. She'll move it back to Decker around in the Braves' defensive zone. She'll try to move it ahead to Clark. She'll be guarded by a defender. Booted ahead for a Braves attackman. Now moved ahead for the Wildcats over midfield. Kicked around in the air a couple times, and now up to Pittman. She'll move it back to number 12, Morgan Holland. Now taken away by Jarvis, the senior defender for the Braves. She'll move it up the near sideline. She's to the 20, the 10, inside the box now. She'll move it to the middle, and that will be saved and picked up by goaltender Hope Davis for the Harrison Wildcats. She'll now take a punt from the goal box. That punt will go around midfield, picked up by number 7, Courtney Hatfield. She'll take it down the far side, booted ahead to an attackman. Number 10, Ella Pittman. She'll move it ahead, but that'll be taken away by the Braves defender, Taylor Kramer. That ball will go out and result in a Harrison corner. That ball looked like it was out on Harrison, but in fact was out on the Braves, and this will result in a corner for Harrison. Another opportunity for them to capitalize for another goal.
It'll be Ella Pittman taking the corner here for Harrison.
They'll take it across, but it'll be booted away by a Braves defender. That'll go over the net and result in another Harrison corner.
We're seeing the Wildcats here kind of line up in front of the net in really a tight area, and it looks like they're just trying to cross it and hope that one of their players can get to it and get a clean kickoff before any Braves players come in and get a tackle on the ball.
Yes, they lean on that offensive nature of their game, hoping that those skill will take over the Braves. Now the ball will go out off of that corner, and now a throw in by Braves defender Amanda Bowling. That ball will go ahead and be kicked out by another Harrison defender, now thrown in again by Bowling. She'll move it ahead to Sophie Polable, the Braves midfielder that was a star as a freshman, has cooled down a little, hoping to regain that stardom in her junior year. Now thrown in by the Wildcats over to number 13, Keegan Dennis. She'll move it ahead for Hatfield. Hatfield taking it across the middle, guarded heavily by Garrison. She'll move it ahead to Pittman. She'll move it once again ahead to Tom Bringle. She'll have it in the corner, guarded by Bowling. Bowling will make a move on her, stop her again, and now kick it out of bounds, resulting in a Harrison throw-in. She'll throw it over Bowling into Pittman's lap. She'll kick it back to Hatfield. Hatfield will try to make a move. And now a kick from number 13, Keegan Dennis, a shot on goal, and a nice save by goaltender Susie Bennison. She'll now punt it away for the Braves, getting it to around the 40-yard line. Now taken by Clark, putting it upfield, taken away by Angela Borcher of the Wildcats. Now over to Keegan Dennis across midfield. Back to Hatfield down the middle. She's got space and room. She'll try to move it towards the middle. Shot on goal, and a great stop by Bennison. It looked like it was going to go through her hands, but she held on to that ball. She'll now punt it away again. Now to about the 50-yard line, taken again by Clark, but that'll get out of her grasp and be booted ahead by the Wildcats. Now try to be controlled by Kelly. She'll move ahead, but taken away by the Wildcats. Now Bowling trying to move ahead for the Braves. Taken away by number 3, Tom Bringle. Now will be taken away by Kelly for the Braves. She'll hit her own teammate in the heel. Now moved ahead for Kuntz. She has speed, but it looks like Doyle will get there at first and boot it back for the Wildcats.
Saw
Now
Kuntz with
Bowling.
a slight little stumble there that could have cost her that scoring opportunity.
Yeah, we see Kuntz try to use her speed, but she had a little stumble there and couldn't get it. Now moved upfield for Hatfield for the Wildcats at around the Braves 40. Now moved back for number 13, Dennis. She'll move it ahead, but be taken away by number 4, Taylor Kramer. Now taken back by the Wildcats, it'll be Pittman around midfield. Taking it through a couple defenders and a shot, but saved by goaltender Bennison. She'll punt it away again for the Braves. She's been a factor here in this second half. A couple shots by the Wildcats, but Bennison has had no problem in making those saves. Now Kirkland with the ball on the far side, moving it ahead for the Wildcats. Now Hatfield on the far side. She'll try to work it around a defender. Over to number 13, Keegan Dennis. Taken away by Garrison. She'll move it ahead for the Braves. Now Wildcats will take it around the Braves 35. They'll try to move it ahead, but taken away by Polable. She'll move it ahead to Kuntz. She'll take it out about the Wildcats 45, moving it ahead to Clark on the far near side wing. Polable will take a shot from just ahead of the 40-yard line. That's a long shot that we've seen from her before. She has a chance of putting that one in, but it'll be saved by goalie Hope Doyle. Now moved ahead for the Wildcats, number 3, Ava Tom Bringle. She'll move it ahead for the Wildcats up to number 12, Morgan Holland. Now back to 13, Dennis. She'll move it ahead for Hatfield, guarded heavily by the Braves. Now Pittman will take it in near the box. She'll move it over to her sister, number 10, Ella Pittman, but her shot will be just too high for the Wildcats, resulting in another Braves goal kick. Bennison will line it up, getting ready to boot it ahead for the Braves. Now we'll see a substitution for the Braves. Now the freshman, again, number 6, Abigail Fessel, coming in for sophomore Liz Garrison. She's an experienced midfielder, especially for being a freshman playing on this varsity squad. Now Bennison will boot it ahead for the Braves, taken by Wildcat defender number 6, Shelby Turner. She'll move it over to Peyton Kirkland, number 2, on the far side. taken away now by Pole Able for the Braves. She'll move it over to Clark. Clark will try to move it ahead, try to get it up to Kuntz. She has speed, but it'll be taken away by Turner. Now Kelly will take it away for the Braves, try to move it upfield. She'll try to hit Pole Able, but miss just a little long. Pole Able will try to give chase, but that ball will go out, resulting in another Harrison goal kick. Doyle will now take this goal kick at around the midpoint of her goal. She'll boot it ahead to try to start a Harrison offensive. She'll kick it ahead, trying to find a Harrison attackman. That'll be taken away by Braves defender Amanda Bowling. She'll move it ahead for Kelly. Kelly will just miss Clark and be taken away by number 13, Keegan Dennis. She'll move it ahead for trying to hit a Harrison attackman, and now ahead for number 3, Tom Brangle. She'll take it up the near sideline. Move it ahead for 12, Holland, actually. She'll move it through the middle, back to Dennis. She'll move it through to Pittman. Taken away by Kramer, the senior defender for the Braves. She's been an impact player during this game. Senior leadership really coming in for the Braves in this game. Now headed behind by Turner, a defenseman for the Wildcats. Booted ahead by Pole Able, taken away again by Turner. Clark will give chase, try to move that ball to Kuntz. That will still be taken by Turner. Now Bowling for the Braves with the ball, taking it away. But will be taken away from Jenna Jarvis by Ella Pittman. Now ahead for the Wildcats, and Pittman will take a shot, and Bennison coming up with another clutch save for the Braves. She'll boot it ahead now for Kuntz. And nobody is there where she was trying to hit. That'll fall to Turner in the backfield. She'll move it ahead to number 3, Ava Tombringle. She'll miss that pass, and Bowling will take it away. Back to Tombringle. She'll intercept Bowling's attempt at a pass. And that pass will go a little long, and Bennison will scoop that right up and get ready to boot it ahead again for a Braves offensive. Bennison with the kick towards midfield. That'll be taken by a Harrison defender. Hatfield now on the far side hash. She'll move it ahead for number 13, Keegan Dennis. She'll give chase, but that ball will go out, resulting in another Braves goal kick.
We see 28:50 remaining on the clock here at Talawanda High School, and all the Wildcats are focused on is scoring more goals.
The Braves are really trying to get back into this game after falling down to a 3-1 lead early. They'll try to start another offensive from a boot from Bennison at goal. That'll be picked off again by a Harrison defender. Now Hatfield moving it over to the far side wing, taking it down the far sideline. That'll be moved to the middle. Pittman will almost get there, but that'll be booted away by a Braves defender to Kuntz. Now Pole Able with the ball on the near side hash. Up to Clark. She'll try to move it around and get it over to Kuntz. No, she'll try to get around a defender here. She'll move it up the near sideline, try to dance around a defender here. She does have good footwork in the game of soccer here. Now that pass will be taken away by number 3, Tom Brangle. She'll move it up to the far side hash, now taken by a Braves attackman. Number 8, Corin Decker, will take the ball for the Braves. Just outside the box, that'll be moved back to Pole Able. She'll take a rocket of a shot from around the 25-yard line. That will actually go past the goal and go into the lacrosse goal. That will not count for this game, but it is a fun fact to see. This will result in a Harrison goal kick, again from Doyle. She'll try to boot it ahead to start another Harrison offensive. That'll go ahead for Hatfield. She'll take it around the middle of the field at around the 35-yard line. Back to Hatfield now on the far side hash. Taken away by a Fessel, the freshman for the Braves. She'll now try to take it again away from Hatfield as she takes it back from the Braves. She'll move it over to number 13, Keegan Dennis. Now taken away by Pole Able. She'll try to start another Braves offensive. Now taking it back away by number 14, Angela Borcher for the Wildcats. Now a whistle called, and the Braves will get a free kick at about their own 45-yard line. Jarvis will take the free kick, trying to boot it ahead for the Braves. She'll try to hit Kuntz, but that might be a little too far. We never know with Kuntz's speed. She'll get to that ball, but might not have anywhere to go with it. That'll be taken away by number 15, Savannah Ross for the Wildcats. Now scrum for the ball will come out, and Hatfield will take it away for the Wildcats, moving it up the far side wing. Now taken by Pittman down the far side wing, and scooped up by Bennison with another great save for the Braves. She'll roll it out to Bowling around the near side numbers. She'll move it upfield, guarded by number 3, Tom Bringle. She'll move it to Killy. Killy will move it to Clark. Now on the near side hash. She'll move it up to Killy, but Tom Bringle will win that race to the ball. Killy will take it away. She'll try to race the ball to the sideline, get it, try to get it to the goal, and that'll be scooped up by Hope Doyle. Now she'll try to punt it away to start another Harrison offensive. That ball will sail to around the 45-yard line of the Braves, bounce ahead, but be taken away by the Braves defender, Amanda Bowling. Rolling back to Bennison, she'll try to boot it away for the Braves, start another offensive. Bennison lining up this shot here. She'll boot it ahead for the Braves. That'll be taken away by Hatfield of the Wildcats. That ball will go out of bounds, though, and result in a Braves throw-in by Corin Decker. Now subs coming in for the Braves. Number 7, Cora Freedy, and number 21, Sarah Howard, coming in for the Braves. For number 9, Jessica Killy, and number 6, Abigail Fessel. Also coming in for the Braves, number 13, Erica Shovel. She'll come in for Corin Decker.
We're going to see the second freshman enter the game here in Sarah Howard for the Braves.
As we see that, another throw in by the Braves, taken by Kuntz. She'll try to move it ahead for the Braves, trying to start another offensive. Braves trying to get back into this game after being down 3-1 still. That'll be moved ahead by Howard. And now Freedy taking it up, passing it up to Kuntz. She'll take it across midfield about the 30-yard line, giving up to number 21, Sarah Howard. She'll get it taken away, but Clark will be there to get it back. She'll move it towards the center, and that'll be off point, missing wide right, and result in another Wildcats goal kick. Doyle setting up this kick now, trying to boot it downfield. Boyle lines it up and boots it to about her own 35-yard line, taken away by Erica, number 13 for the Braves, Erica Shovel. Sorry. Charlock. She'll miss the shot wide left and will result in another Harrison goal kick. Now Doyle setting up this goalie kick. She'll boot it to about her own 35-yard line again. This will be taken again by Pittman, moving it back to another Harrison defender, number 7, Hatfield. She'll try to move it up the far side. Now Braves throw-in by Kyra Kuntz. That ball went out on Hatfield. She'll move it ahead for number 7, Cora Freedy, but that'll be taken away by Turner. Now Hatfield moving it up the far side. She'll boot it ahead for trying to find a Harrison attackman. Taken away by Howard. No. Taken away by Sean Lau. Sean Lau will take that one away. Now booted ahead by number 14, Angela Borcher for the Wildcats. Now booted ahead for the Braves to Kuntz. She'll try to use her speed to get around Kirkland. She'll find nowhere and try to work it back around to find another Braves attackman. She'll move it across field to Ainsley Clark. She'll try to move it down the near side. Over to Howard. She'll be guarded by a Harrison defender. Now Clark getting through a couple defenders. She'll have an opportunity here and miss wide right. This will result in, again, another Harrison goal kick. Doyle lining up this kick now. She'll boot it again to around her 40-yard line as she had a couple minutes ago. She'll find a Harrison defender, but that'll be taken away by Howard. She'll try to move it ahead. But now Braves will take it ahead, passing it up to Cora Freedy on the far side wing. Taken away by Hatfield. She'll take it up the far side for the Wildcats, guarded heavily there. Now Polable will take it back for the Braves. She'll move it ahead for Kuntz in a foot race now with Turner. She'll boot it ahead behind to the outside sideline, and now a throw in for the Braves as the Wildcats will try to set up and stop that Braves transition offense. Now the Wildcats on the far side wing will boot it out again. Now a throw in by Cora Freedy for the Braves. She'll try to find a Braves attackman. Now up to Polable. She'll move it towards the middle, trying to find Kuntz. That'll be intercepted by Kirkland. She'll boot it up the far side for the Wildcats, taken away by Polable again. She'll move it up to Clark, taken away by Turner again. Moved up again by McIntosh, but will be taken away by the Wildcats and booted upfield. But this will result in, again, a Braves throw-in on the far side. Kramer will make the throw-in for the Braves, moving it upfield. Polable will head it ahead for Kuntz. She'll move it across field, but it'll be taken away by number 13, Dennis. She'll move it up to Pittman, up to her sister Pittman upfield, but that'll be taken away by number 13 for the Braves. Now guarded by Natalie Winnick. And the Braves will move it upfield, taken away by number 13, Keegan Dennis. Now Hatfield with the ball, moving upfield. Over to Pittman, back to Hatfield in the middle. Pittman now the sister from the other side, and a great save by Bennison, diving to make that stop from an outside shot from the Wildcats. And this will result in another Harrison corner. They've scored a couple times on this. Let's see if they can capitalize again on this opportunity.
And with 19:06 remaining in the second half, you got to think when the Braves are really going to start pushing and prioritizing offense over giving up goals this late in the game.
Yes, but right now the Braves are highly concerned on stopping this heavily stacked Harrison offense on this corner. And that'll be booted away from the box, and now the Braves will get an opportunity to clear, but the Wildcats will put it back into the box. Pittman now with it inside, and a stop from Bennison. Once again, diving to make that stop on that play. She'll boot it ahead for the Braves, trying to start an offensive to get back into that lead. Now taken by McIntosh upfield. Taken away by Kirkland. She'll move it back in the field, back to Doyle. She'll try to move it ahead for the Wildcats. Back to Kirkland on the far side. And that ball will roll out, and McIntosh will take a throw-in for the Braves. McIntosh will work it ahead for a Braves attackman. Taken now by Polable up to try to get Clark. Taken away by Turner, booting ahead to Harrison attackman up the far side. Now Hatfield on the far side. No Braves throw in for Polable. She'll move it ahead to McIntosh. She'll give chase, but Turner will be there to boot it out. And now another Braves throw in. Now McIntosh inside, she'll move it ahead, but that'll be stopped by Doyle, the goaltender for the Wildcats. She'll boot it ahead for the Wildcats. That'll be stopped by Jarvis. She'll try to move it ahead for McIntosh. That'll be taken away by number 13, Keegan Dennis. Now booted ahead again for the Wildcats. Now taken by Erica Sholo. Now taken across field over to Jarvis on the far side hash. That'll be taken by Pittman. Up to Pittman on the far side. She'll have it booted away, though, by Bennison. Another great save by the goaltender for the Braves. That ball will go out, though, on the Braves, and this will result in another Harrison throw-in.
Number 18, Decker for the Braves.
Now Decker back in for the Braves, but coming out is Clark. She's a very skilled attackman for the Braves. That could hurt the Braves' offense and chances of getting back into this game late in the game. Now it looks like Fessel will try to get back in for the Braves, the freshman.
Harrison will make some subs on the opposite side of your screen.
Now the Harrison throw-in will go over to Pittman on the far side. Now taken away by Freedy up the far side. Now McIntosh on the far side for the Braves. She'll try to move ahead, but that'll be taken away by Westling, the Harrison defender. Now throwing in is Kramer from the far side for the Braves. Now Fessling coming in. Fessel coming in for the Braves for number 21, Sarah Howard. Now the throw-in for the Braves will go to Polable, taken away by a Harrison defender. Polable will take it back, though, trying to move it ahead for the Braves. She'll move it ahead for Fessel, and McIntosh will give chase, but that'll be taken away by Doyle, and she will boot it ahead for the Wildcats. Now taken by Dennis for the Wildcats. Moved ahead for Westling. Now up for to the Braves, Erica Schowell. Now Harrison on the near side. Back to number 14, Borcher. She'll boot it over to the other side, taken away now by Freedy. She'll move it ahead for McIntosh at about midfield. She'll try to hit Decker down midfield, but that'll be taken away by Turner. Now Fessel taking it. No. Decker will take it, try to move it ahead, but that'll be stopped by Doyle. And she'll get ready to boot it ahead for the Harrison offense.
Starting to see the Braves get a little more of a sense of urgency here in terms of trying to generate some offense.
Now Polable taking the ball at about the Wildcats 35. That'll be booted ahead for the Wildcats. Now taken by Jarvis over to Freedy up on the far side. She'll move it ahead for Decker. She'll try to move it up the far side. Moving it up to McIntosh. She has an opening in the far side corner. She'll try to move it to the middle to Fessel, taken away by Turner, and she'll boot it down to Jarvis for the Braves. Now that'll get through Jarvis and go to Pittman. Pittman to Pittman down the field, but that'll be booted away by Benison. Now taken by Kramer for the Braves, booting it ahead for Polable. She'll move it down the near side, trying to find a Braves open attackman. She'll work it towards the middle now, hoping for a Braves offensive, and that'll be stopped by Doyle. She'll throw the ball out now for number 15, Savannah Ross. Now taken away by Fessel. She'll move it up the near side. Into Polable. She'll be guarded by Turner. She'll move it inside, but will be taken away by number 13, Keegan Dennis. Now moved ahead for Ross. Guarded by Jarvis. She'll take it away, move it upfield. She's got an opening, but will be taken away by Turner, and she'll give chase to the corner and save that ball, but it will go out and result in a Braves throw-in rather than a corner. A nice hustle play by Turner to keep that ball in.
As you mentioned, she kept the ball in and gave the Braves a throw, which really eliminates them from generating an immediate scoring opportunity off of this set piece right here, whereas a Braves corner could set up some immediate offense. This will require a little bit of work for the Braves.
Now another throw-in forced by the Wildcats. Polable will take this throw-in. Now she'll steps back, get a running start, and throw it into Kuntz, who will try to work it towards the middle. Back to Fessel. She'll move it into the middle for the Braves, but that'll be picked off by a Harrison defender. Taken away by Kuntz again. Shot on goal, but that will be stopped by Doyle. Doyle will take another punt for the Wildcats, trying to boot it downfield to start another Harrison attack. Now taken away by Bowling for the Braves. She'll move it ahead, but be taken away by Ella Pittman. She'll move it back to another Harrison defender. Over to Hatfield at about midfield. Taken away by Decker for the Braves, but Hatfield will win that race to the ball on the far side. Now Hatfield passing it up on a give and go to a Harrison attackman over to Pittman. She'll move it cross field and pass it up to her sister, Ella. She'll move it into the box, give it around to the corner, and that will go through the field goal post and result in a Braves goal kick. Now 11 minutes left in the game. The Braves really need to push the button here to get that 2-goal deficit down to still have a chance in this game.
Number 17, Sarah Frenerding.
Now Harrison throw in by Savannah Ross. No, actually it will be a Braves throw in by Amanda Bowling. She'll try to throw it in to Pullable. She'll head it ahead for Fessel. Taken away by a Harrison defender. Now Erica Scholl will take it ahead. Knocked off of Jarvis. Now Hatfield will take the ball. Now Kramer couldn't corral it and taken away by Harrison again. Maddie Pittman will take it close to the box. Now Hatfield will take it. Back to Hatfield, actually. Now Kramer will move it up the far side. Taken away by a Braves defender, but that will go out and result in another Harrison throw-in. Now the throw-in from Harrison will go to Pittman around the box. Moved into her sister, Ella. She'll move it back for number 19, Emily Westling. A shot on goal, but that'll be stopped by... That will be stopped by the Braves goalie, Bennison. Another great save for the Braves. Now moved ahead for Ferdinand, a Braves defender coming in for to the game for the Braves. Sarah Ferdinand, a name we don't see much from the Braves, but can be a very important player to their lineup. She'll take the ball now on the far side, taken away by Hatfield, the Harrison defender. Moved ahead for Maddie Pittman, up to number 3, Tom Brangle. She'll move it into the box from the corner in a long pass, but that will go just left of the goal and result in another Braves goal kick.
That was a really nice cross there. It was perfectly placed, and they just couldn't quite finish on that one. And now the Braves really need to get some offense moving.
Yes, with 9 minutes left in this game, the Braves really need to push their foot to get the ball in the goal. Now the Wildcats will take it across the middle for Pittman, moving it over to her sister, Ella. She'll move it around a Braves defender, taking it just inside the box. She'll move around a couple of more defenders, move it inside, and now take a shot, and that'll be a fingertip save from Bennison. Another great play from the Braves goaltender. She'll boot it ahead for the Braves for Kuntz, but that will be taken away by Turner. That will actually get by Turner. Kuntz will give chase, but Turner will boot it ahead for Tom Brangle. Now McIntosh taking it up for the Braves. Taken away by Hatfield, the Harrison defender. She'll move it up the far side. Taken now by Pittman. She'll take a shot and be stopped again by Bennison. She has been a real factor for the Braves here in the defensive end of this second half. The Braves really do need to push their offense now if they want to get back in this game. Now number 15, Ross, will take it and move it ahead for the Wildcats. Now up for Hatfield. She'll take it across the middle, move it upfield to Pittman. Pittman will move it inside. Nobody there, and the Braves will boot it ahead for Kuntz at about midfield. She'll get around one defender, try to move it ahead for Decker. She'll use her speed to get around a defender, get inside the box, put a shot on, but that will go wide and result in another goal kick for Doyle.
Key for the Braves here is they really need to start testing Hope Doyle. She played very, very well in the first half, and if she continues to play that well, then the Braves will really need to generate a lot of chances in order to make up this deficit here with 7 minutes left.
Yep, we now see Doyle lining up this free kick. She'll try to boot it ahead to start another Harrison offensive, try to seal this victory for the Wildcats. Now they'll boot it ahead, taken away by a Braves defender. Now taken away by Pittman, but a great save by Benison. She has really been a factor for the Braves now, making another great save. That's got to be 5 now from Benison. Pittman had it on the run, but she could not get it by a sliding Benison, as she will make that save to keep the Braves deficit within 2. Now,
Benison adapt throughout this game after Pittman had a couple opportunities for herself. We've seen her really come out towards the ends of the box and even outside of the box to defend from letting Pittman get deep into the box and give herself scoring opportunities.
as we say that, Pittman makes a shot, but it'll go high. And now Susie Benison will take the free kick from about at the goal. She'll boot it ahead, but it will be stopped by Hatfield. She'll take it up the far side. She'll move it ahead for Tom Bringle. She'll move it for another Wildcat attackman. Taken away by Kramer on the far side. She'll give chase, but will be taken away by Pittman. She'll move it into the middle. Taken away by Polable for the Braves, and she'll move it ahead for number 3, Ainsley Clark. She'll move it across the middle, trying to start a Braves offensive. She'll move it ahead for Ferdinand, or at least try to. Decide not to. Move it ahead for Jarvis. That'll be taken away by Turner, up for Decker. Now taken away by number 12, Morgan Holland. Moved ahead for Tom Bringle. She'll try to center it, and that'll be stopped by Benison, and she'll take another punt to try to start another Braves offensive. She'll kick it ahead for Kuntz, but that'll be stopped by number 14, Angela Borcher. She'll give chase, but Kuntz will win that race, but it'll be taken away by Shelby Turner. That'll be kicked out and result in another Braves throw-in. Decker will take this throw-in, try to move it to Kuntz. She'll give chase and get that ball in the near sideline. Guarded by Borcher, and that will go out. Another Braves throw-in for Kuntz. She'll move it for Decker. She'll try to get inside the box. Taken away by a Harrison defender. Stopped by Bowling on the other end. Now Harrison starting an attack. Taken away by Jarvis on the near side. She'll move it ahead down the field for the Braves. Moved ahead for Decker. She'll try to start an attack for the Braves. She'll try to hit Clark on the far side. Taken away by Doyle. She'll get to that ball and start another Harrison offensive. The Braves really can't get too much penetration deep into this Harrison defense. They've locked them outside of the box and not let the Braves get entry into the box where they can score the best. They've really shut down the Braves' two main scorers, Kuntz and Clark, the two speediest players on the field, and stopped them from being able to score in this game. Now Hatfield taking it up for the Wildcats, moving it down the field. She'll give it to Pittman. She'll try to center it, but that'll be taken away from a Braves defender. Now a shot on again, taken away by Bowling. Now Jarvis taking it upfield for the Braves on the near side. She'll try to work it around a defender, taken away by number 13, Keegan Dennis. That ball will go out and result in a Harrison throw-in.
We're seeing Harrison play less of a possession game as we've seen in the earlier stages of this as the game ticks down into its final 3 minutes. And we'll see if the Braves, using that kind of possession, can move the ball upfield and try and at least put one in the back of the net.
Yes, as this time rolls out, hitting about the 2-minute, 30-second mark, the Braves' chances of victory are dwindling as Susie makes a save and moves it ahead for a Braves attackman, Ferdinand taking it up the far side. She'll boot it ahead for Kuntz, taken away by Turner, and she'll take it back for the Wildcats, moving it ahead for the Wildcats on the far side. That'll go out, resulting in another Braves throw-in by Kramer. Now Fessel coming back into the game for the Braves freshman coming into the game. She'll come in for Kramer, the senior, and now Fessel will take this throw-in for the Braves. She'll try to hit Ferdinand on the throw-in. She'll take it, but have it taken away by Hatfield. She'll move it across to Dennis across the field. Moving up to Rolfe. Back to Dennis. over to Hatfield on the far side. Down to Pittman, over to Tom Brangle. She'll move it towards the middle, taken away by a Braves defender. Now Fessel booting it ahead for the Braves. Clark trying to make a move towards the offensive end of the field, but that'll be taken away again by Hatfield. A little skirmish going on between Hatfield and Clark, and now a penalty will be called on the Braves, and a free kick will ensue for the Wildcats. Now the referee's conversing with Clark and Hatfield, making sure nothing's really going on here. Maybe wasting a little time running down to try to get this game over with. Sorry, the clock actually stopped. A card may be assigned to either of these players. The ref's still conversing with them. No card will be called, and now the time will resume play. And the free kick will be taken for the Wildcats at about the Braves' 32-yard line on the far side hash. Now Dennis will take the free kick, try to move it in close to the goal for the Wildcats. Taken now by Westling. She'll have it taken away by Decker. She'll boot it ahead, but that will go out of bounds, resulting in another Wildcat throw-in.
1 minute left in the game.
Now Decker throwing it in for the Braves, moving it ahead for Kuntz on the near side. She'll have it taken away by a Harrison defender. Taking it back, she'll move it ahead on the far sideline. She has speed and she has room. She can do something with this ball. And she'll move it to the middle, try to find Clark, but that'll be taken away and just past Jarvis. Now this will result in another Harrison throw in at about their own goal line. No, actually, it went off a Harrison defender. This will be a Braves throw-in. They'll try to start an offensive. Ferdinand with the ball on the far side. That'll be taken away by Turner, booted ahead, but that will go out of bounds, and another Braves throw-in will ensue. 17 seconds left. The Braves' hopes dwindling very much now. They'll try to put one more goal in, but that'll be wide of the net, taken by Doyle. And time will run out on this match between the Braves and the Wildcats of Harrison. Harrison taking the victory 3-1 in this match. Goals from Maddie Pittman, Emily Westling, and Morgan Holland. Braves scoring on a corner from Decker, but that will not be enough to take down the Wildcats. The Wildcats get their 7th victory in the past couple of years over the Braves. They have continued to get the best of the Braves in this matchup. And that's all for tonight. We'll wrap it up, and we will see you at the next game.